Hi guys, Chris back again with another episode from my York City simulated career. Got a cup game coming up against Everton. Quickly check the squad out, make sure everyone is okay and fully fit for this game. Here and Maya sent off in the last game, so we need to change him out. We'll see if Thiago Medeiros is fully fit yet. Nope, still got a little plaster, so we'll go with Lazarevic, who is the only player who's slightly out of form. Yellow's not too bad, obviously prefer more green and dark green. Other than that, everyone else is looking okay. Juan Marcos can come out for Guillermo Silva, who is in form. There we go. Check the bench. Perez Alonso, Camacho, Navas, Shaw, Escobar. And we have our new signing Son, who is a little bit out of form, but I'll tell you what, we'll give him a go. Bring him in and place him with Welbeck. Let me show you, yep, he can play striker. So, other than that, actually, was there a player there on the bench who was looking a bit tired? Yeah, Honor Hayams. Who can we bring in? You know, let's bring in Pascal Lemaire. We'll bring in De Chilio as well. And then that's it, yeah, I think that'll do us. And we will get this game against Everton in the Cup underway with another a week's break before we face Swansea in the league. So hopefully we can take some good form from this Cup game into the league game. But let's see how we can get on against Everton in the Cup. Interesting to see what team they have. I have Adam Bogdan in goal, Seamus Coleman at the back, Naismith, Morales is still there, so's Gibson. Ross Barkley must be coming through the ranks. Yeah, Victor Anichebe still there. Right, don't want to worry about these skills. Let's just get rid of the ball, thank you. And we'll move on. Yeah, Champions League football going on tonight. It's second half in the Real game. Currently, as I'm recording this, 0-0. I think Real have blown their chances, to be fair, of getting through to the final. I could be proved wrong, and maybe I am. I'd like to be proved wrong. But yeah, so it's 0-0. There's 54 minutes gone on the clock as I'm recording this, and Real should have scored in the first half, and Cristiano Ronaldo had a decent shot within the first 10 minutes, and they should have. They needed to be, I think, Real needed to be 1-0 up going into half time to stand any sort of chance. I don't think Barca have got a chance tomorrow night. They may win the match on the night, but I think Bayern are going to go there with the intention of potentially losing the match, but damage limitation. On the attack here with Welbeck, 5 minutes into the game. Cross it in, here we go. Back post. Nope, can't get on the end of that. I've been thinking about how the team's been progressing, and I mean it's our first season in the Premier League, and we're expected to finish in the top half and expected to qualify for the Euro League. That was the chairman and the board's want for us, and I partially when I was doing in between recordings, first of all, when it happened, I thought that was a bit too presumptuous for us. But then I thought about it, and I thought we are rated as a 4.5-star team, and from most 4.5-star teams in FIFA, you are looking at a top 10 Premier League club. I think this being our first season, we need to sort of look at getting 5th place. I don't think, with the Champions Leagues, and that's one of the reasons why I'm talking about it and thinking about it, I don't think we are a top 4 team yet in the Premier League. We need 1 or 2 marquee signings. By marquee signings, I mean someone, a world-class striker who is currently in the game. Obviously, it's going to be a bit hard to find that sort of player, as it's 2017 at the moment. So I think it's 2017. It's a bit hit and miss sort of thing. I've got to think of players that are how should I say, who are currently 21, 22 in real life, as I speak to you, and then think about how they're going to be in 6-7 years time, and whether they are the sort of player that will come up through the ranks and be good enough to be in the squad and be a world-class player. It's a bit of a tricky situation. Obviously, it's taken so long to get to the Premier League that, I mean, Rooney's I think Rooney's 32, isn't he? So he's potentially one that we could look to get in next season and just have him for a season to help us get a Champions League place, or even mount a challenge on the Premier League itself. But it's one of those. I think, it's going to be difficult to find the right sort of players to bring in. So I want to bring in and have homegrown players that I bring through myself, but obviously the board aren't going to stand for that, and they're going to want my head if I don't qualify. If I struggle mid-table for 3 years, but I'm bringing up youth players who are going to be world beaters, then yeah, great, but the board won't. I don't think they'll stand for it, and they'll want success now because we are a 4.5-star team. So I think that's the potential one way that FIFA gets let down, is the fact that I know it's not much to go on, but it's not. I don't think FIFA, obviously, FIFA's not known for its in-depth managerial qualities of the game, and it's not meant for that. But we'll have to see. On the attack here, great ball. Come on, Taylor. Cross it in. Welbeck. Oh, from Welbeck.
Beautifully for the first time shot, but he's missed it.
Well, it was begging to be hit.
Yeah, it is a bit. I'm going to struggle a bit, I think, but we're going to persevere. We'll see how we get on. It may just take a little bit of time between recordings, in between seasons, that I just spend time looking at players and looking at leagues, and maybe I have to spend all my transfer budget on one player from another club, potentially look to get, say, Victor Ibarbo from Spurs, see who Man City have up front, see if they still have John Guidetti, Balotelli, surely he's El Shaarawy, those sort of players that are currently young, but Goetze, Royce, those type of players, they're currently young enough. So when the now in real life, so when it actually comes to playing with them in the game now, they're going to be of a reasonable age, 27, 28. They're going to be mature enough that they're going to be able to be world beaters and be a star in the team. But obviously this season is, I think, Europa League is what we need. Just try and get some money in, hopefully. Obviously we keep on getting the messages saying you've got additional funds available through cup run, so hopefully a Europa League run will give us more funds. But obviously we'll have to see what happens at the end of this season in terms of need to defend that first. You see what happens at the end of this season in terms of the board keeping me on, and also what transfer funds, if I keep what I've already got and they just add to it, or whether they just give me X amount of funds. And then obviously you need to figure out, there's a few, I don't think there's many players whose contracts are actually running out, so I'm going to be okay for signing people in the summer. It's more going to be a case of next year I'll have to bring in and sign some new players, and also looked at whose contract needs to be re-signed. There's going to be a fair few players that are going to need the contracts doing pretty soon, and they're going to want big money, I think. And there's a few. Oscar Fuentes one, he's only on, I think he's £9 a week, but he's that highly rated. I think it's going to be he's going to want serious money, 25, 30 grand a week, and obviously the more wage I have to pay out, the less transfer budget I'm going to have. Well, that's coming up at the end of the season. Before that though, like I said, we need to qualify for the Euro League. If we can finish 4th though, I'd like to finish 4th or 5th. I don't think we can finish any higher than that, but maybe potentially win a cup. Obviously this is the only one we're still in, so don't need to give away a penalty, thank God. That's a good tackle. Yeah, we need to win. I'd like to win this cup if I could, but if I got the option of winning this cup or qualifying for the Euro League, I'd like to have qualified by finishing 5th, as I think that would suit the board more rather than doing it via a cup competition. But as a quick check, time to make some changes. Change both strikers, bring Escobar and Soriano on, and we'll check the midfield. Yeah, we'll bring Lemaire on, and we will take Baker off. And all 3 changes made. Hopefully we can get through this game, don't need a replay, and then we'll get on with the next game in the league.
Well, this is going to be...
There we go, all 3 changes made. Free kick quickly taken, there we go. Yeah, so if we can finish, I'd prefer to finish 5th rather than win the cup, but then again it's nice to have some silverware, especially in the first year in the Premier League. Another thing I was going to actually ask you guys, obviously we're a fair way off FIFA 14, but does anyone have any preference as to which club they'd like to see me run and manage in FIFA 14? I have a bit of a preference. I'd like to do Portsmouth, to be honest. I don't think, as much as I want to go back to York, I think it could just be the same. I want something different. So obviously Portsmouth have unfortunately been relegated. They have their funds are a lot better in FIFA than they are in Football Manager. So there is transfer funds available to play. Well, there was this season with Portsmouth. I'm not too sure what it might be like for next season, but I'm hoping there will be. I can't see FIFA writing teams going into administration into its code, so it may be that we are able to take Portsmouth, and even we have a couple of 100,000 transfer budget, it's better than nothing, and it's something to work with the team. Attack coming up here. 5 minutes to go, so I need to score pretty soon. Oh, come on, ref, that was never a foul.
Naismith.
Okay, coming up to the final couple of minutes here. I really need to get a goal. I don't want this to go to a replay.
Everton on the attack. And in comes the...
Oh, thank God for that one. Yeah, it didn't go to a replay as we almost conceded.
Yeah, I mean, he sensed that.
Naismith there, is he coming off? They're making a substitution so late, I really don't get it.
We might look back at the end.
There we go. Here we go. 88th minute. Can we get a last-minute winner?
And on he comes to try and tilt the game his team's way.
Here we go on the attack with Moreno Fuentes.
That's a good pass.
Oh, come on, Escobar, you should have been through there.
Just lost it there, and now the opposition can counter-attack themselves. Now they're passing the ball well. Here he is with a chance, and hits it. And a very good piece of blocking here of the shot.
Oh, full time. Or is it offside? No, yeah, offside. Oh, okay, well at least we can get back to league for now. It's full time. Get back to league football. Put some pressure on whoever's in 4th. I know we were in 5th. We may have gone down if there was Premier League games this weekend, as we were in the Euro League. Fraser Forster there, man of the match. Interesting how many players I have with no face. Yeah, let's get this game moved on. See, actually, I'll go and check the calendar and see when the replay is. I may end up being where it's the replay simulated. Let's have a quick look, see now that we've got the grid up. Okay, on the left hand side, so we've got Southampton beat West Ham, Spurs and Swansea drew, Bolton beat Oldham, Blackburn and Villa drew. On the right hand we've got, looks like Palace beat Derby, Man United beat West Ham, I think is that Cardiff beat Newcastle, and we drew with Everton. So that means if we go through, we play. I'm sure that's Cardiff's badge. Their new badge. Yeah, so we'll play Cardiff in the next round, I think. Okay, and then if we play that, wow, we've got Man United or Crystal Palace if we get through. Suspension over for Mayer. Match rescheduled. Swansea has been rescheduled, moved to a day later. That's Monday, so I'm guessing that means, okay, that's Saturday now. So we're playing Saturday and then Tuesday. I'll definitely get both of those 2 games done in this episode. Quickly skip on, so let's have a look at the table. Right, we're in 5th on 47 points. Man City are in 6th on 47 points, so we must be higher than them on goal difference. Then Newcastle was 7th, but I think we had a 5-point gap between us and Newcastle as Juan Daniel Canteros returns from injury, so he's going to be back in a couple of weeks' time, maybe in time for when I play the next game. Obviously, I have this game coming up against Swansea and Everton in the replay that I'm not going to get to play in this episode. I only like to play one game per episode. Energy is looking okay for everyone. Form is it's slightly on the downgrade, but obviously that draw didn't help. Right, Swansea at home. Swansea have drawn 2 of their last 3. Drew with Spurs, that was the cup game. Drew with Wolves and Stoke in the league. 4-3-3 formation. 0-0 draw. Vossen missed a penalty for Swansea. Winner Fuentes Silva, Taylor booked. Welbeck got substituted. Suspension over for Winner Fuentes. Was that, or is that he's now got a suspension for 2 minutes? I think that maybe he now has a suspension. But I know Hiram Mayer's back, and Thiago Madeira should be back as well. Get those 2 as my starting centre-back pairing, I think. Manchester City crowned champions of the Capital One Cup by beating Liverpool. So we've got this game against Everton, then one against Wolves. I may make those 2 games in this episode and call it a day, as we have this cup replay. Check the squad out.
Swansea City. Also,
yep, Lazarevic, you can come out for Thiago Medeiros. Garay can come out for Hiram Mayer. Bueno Fuentes. And there we go, switch you around. Hayham's in, Taylor up front. Son is a bit low on energy. Soriano is okay. Form for my central defenders isn't the greatest, but not much we can do. Obviously, don't want to play 2 games. What we'll do next match, sim match. Oh god, don't tell me it's frozen. No, there we go. Okay, so Everton, did we play? We played them in the league and we beat them 2-0. And we drew them 0-0 in the cup, and they beat Wigan in their last game. Yes, 1-0 win, but oh shit, Fraser Forster. Please don't be alone. And then again, I can always call Jack Butland back. Suspension over. Thank you. Player injured. Here we go. 3 weeks. Oh crap. And the board have given us 142,000.
York City 1.
That's fantastic. Right, let's have a look at the calendar. If he's out for 3 weeks, we're currently last day of February. So those 3 weeks is going to be the game against Wolves, and then the game against Bolton in the cup. Oh, maybe I got the ladder wrong then, I'm guessing I did. And then we have the 2 international games. So I can wing this game against Wolves, I think, and try and keep David Navas there, and then we'll see how we get on. Right, tell you what, season stats, FA Cup. Did I read this ladder wrong, or has it just suddenly changed on me? Tournament tree. I could have sworn, unless it was the next one. Where are we now? Yeah, it's all changed. It's now Bolton. We were down the bottom right. Because Man United Arsenal have moved across. What the hell? Give in. Unless it's not all structured and I've just misread that and then it's all random draw. Never mind. Yeah, I'll move this schedule and we'll get this game against Wolves done. Where are Wolves in the league? They're 11th. So Man City did have a game in handovers, I believe, because they didn't play as rude. Dod Mate is looking a pretty good, decent player, but he's only 14, so I can't sign him for a week. Right, yeah, Man City must have played their game midweek because they suddenly jumped 2 points ahead of us. As Naismith leads the scoring charts for Everton, Dembele in second. I'd love to have signed Dembele. Okay then, let's get this game against Wolves. They have no one in the top scorers, but we have Taylor with the 11 goals and Welbeck was in there as well. National squad reminder, don't need to worry about that quite yet.
So what comes next in the Barclays Premier League?
Right, game against Wolves is on the Sunday, so are Man City playing on the Saturday? If they are,
Well, second place Tottenham
are they going to win or are they going to lose? Right, Man City don't have a game unless they play today. Squad, team management, here we go. Fraser Forster, you can come out. David Navas, you can come in. It's a gamble, but it's one I'm willing to take right now. Taylor, swap with Hayham's. Hayams swap with Moreno Fuentes. Right, on the bench, Fraser Forster. Who's Piccolo? I think is the only other keeper I've got. 56. Owamyela 59. Yeah, you know what? We'll go with Owamyela on the bench. Wow, we're up to a full 5-star team now. So what I'll do actually, I'll play this match against Wolves. We'll get this simmed, and then we'll have a look at the squad report. Okay, so Wolves are unbeaten in their last 3. Beat Blackburn, drew with Swansea, drew with Newcastle, and Wolves take it 1-0. Cassidy with the goal. Jake Cassidy, I've heard good things about him. So, but unfortunate. Should have brought Butland back, but it was a gamble I was prepared to take. Hopefully Forster comes back a bit quicker. Let's go to squad.
Birmingham City 1.
Squad report. Let's have a look. David Navas is up 1 to 67. De Chilio still 81. Medeiros is still 81. Mir is 81. De Sousa Silva is up 2. Moreno Fuentes up 3.
York City 0.
Silva is up 1. Baker's up 3 to an 80 now. Taylor's up 3 to an 81. Soriano rated
with 63 points.
Rated 81, up 3, and he's worth 16 million as Soriano. Wow. Welbeck arrived for 8 million, value 11. Fantastic. Owamyela is up 4 already. Mary's up 2. Escobar's moved up 2. Prez Alonso's moved up to 9.5 million for Prez. I really need to start playing him. Camacho, we really need to get rid of him. Yeah, definitely think so. Luke Shaw up 2 to a 79. Heung Min Sun 82. Hoffler up 5 already. Wolford up 2. Lazarevic up 3, valued at 14 million. Jenkov up 3. Juan Marcos up 2. Daniel Canteros up 2. Need to think about getting him back in the team as well. Piccolo is up 1. Hayams is up 1. Garay stayed the same. Valverde we need to get rid of as well. Fabinho arrived for 2.5 million, valued at 5. Fraser Forster fit in 2 weeks. We may need to get him back earlier than that. He's an 82. Jack Butland is up 2, out on loan at Bologna. Ortiz on loan at Middlesbrough is up 2. Nasser Reynaud is up 1. Luis Godan, this is the one I really want to see how he gets on. 70, fantastic. Okay guys, that's the team done. What I'll do is don't mean to do that. I'll advance the schedule now until this game against Bolton, and I'll make that the game that's played in the next episode. Hopefully we can keep our good run in the cup going. Maybe I do have to reprioritise and make the cup the priority and get into Europe that way. Bring some silverware in, appease the fans, appease the board, and do that, rather than have a trip into Europe via the league. Quickly check the Premier League out, see where we are properly. Okay, so we're in 6th place. We are now a full 3 points behind Man City. With a better goal difference, so that's not too bad. To be fair, Newcastle have caught up on us, but we're only 6 points behind Arsenal in the Champions League place, so maybe a Champions League place isn't that far out the question. We'll have to see. We're definitely not title contenders. We may be next season, given who we have and the progression that they could have. But guys, I shall leave it there for now, and I'll be back with you in the next episode with another cup game. Thanks for watching. Cheers!